Hi, my name is Gerald Rhodes, and this is my story of recovery. This is my story of recovery, and I want to talk to you first and foremost about the night that I was arrested for DUI. I was arrested for DUI back on November 16th, 2015, and it was one of the best things that could ever happen for me. I know it's kind of strange to say it in that way, and honestly, ever since that night, I've taken full responsibility for everything that I've done, and I have also thought that this was the best thing that could ever happen for me. You see, I was in a cycle where I was really blaming myself and all the circumstances around me for being in the position that I was in. And I wasn't really taking responsibility for my life. And once I made the decision to stop drinking, which was on that night that I got my DUI, once I made that decision to stop drinking, then I was able to become less of a victim and more of a victor in my life. You see, on November 16th, 2015, I was simply out of control. I just was sitting there on the couch with a bottle of bourbon and with the remote in one hand and a big bag of sugar in the other hand, just sitting on the couch watching the series finale of Mad Men, just waiting for my career to do something for me and my family. And I never put it together that I was the one that had to come in and save myself. That the answers weren't out there, that the answer was inside of me. And in letting go of drinking, I was able to find that power from inside of myself. There were so many times where I felt like there was nothing that I can do, that my life was not going to change, and there was nothing that I could do about it. But once I made a decision that this is how my life was going to be, I began to take small steps forward. The first step was, of course, not drinking. And then from there, for me, the next step was to begin to learn new skills. I began writing. I began getting back on my bike. I began cycling more. I've loved to cycle my entire life, but I made it a point to cycle each and every day. I developed new skills such as speaking in public. I know that's not for everyone, but for me, it gave me a voice. It literally gave me a voice and a way that I could begin to communicate, not just with my friends and my family, but that I could communicate with the world. So what I offer is this, is another way, a way where if you are able to speak your truth, if you are able to speak and share your story of recovery, that you may make a difference in someone else's life. Maybe you'll even save a life. And maybe the biggest difference that you'll make is in your own life. I hope that this video is some value to you. If you want to reach out, please leave a comment below. But I hope that this gives a little bit more context around why I'm deciding to share my life, why I'm deciding to share my story of recovery with you. Thanks.